Aloha everyone, what's up? BraddahKahuutz is back and welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one we'll be going over the draft analysis for the International Battle Association, or the IBA. It is the newest draft league that we are a part of, and it is our first Wi-Fi based draft league, and I'm super excited about it. First thing I want to do, give a huge shout out to JV for making this layout for all of us. Really dope, and to show my respect, I'm going to be using it. I like it, I really do. So the IBA is hosted by Slightly Salty. I will leave links to all the coaches down below, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Please give them a shout out, go tell them Kahootz sent you, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things. But with that, let's jump right into the video. So our first pick for the IBA Season 2. We needed to draft the G-Max in the first 3 picks. So I thought, who better to draft than the mascot of the IBA itself, but G-Max Lapras. So that is our pick. One of the reasons that we wanted, it's a bulky mon. It can be also very offensive. Its Aurora Veil can come in so clutch at times. Really excited to give it to give it a good try, give it a good shot. I know that G-Max Lapras, because it's the mascot, there's a lot of people out there who have some ways around it, so I want to try and play to those as well. See if we see what we can do with it. So I like G-Max Lapras. If you don't like G-Max Lapras, you're wrong. But anyway, let's jump right to the next one. So for our tier 1 pick, there are a lot of good mons here, I'm not gonna lie, but we definitely wanted to get our core started. And who better to pick than the Ghost Steel Knight, the embodiments of the Galar region themselves, Aegislash. So yes, we got a really bulky, really good steel type mon with us right now. Some of the good things that Aegislash has going for it is its immunity to poison is really nice. Its immunity to normal is really good, and immunity to fighting. So we got 3 immunities right there. Also being immune to one of its weaknesses is really huge. Of course, it's still weak to ground and fire, but we have ways around that, of course. So there isn't much to talk about with Aegislash. It's a good mon. So yeah, let's move on to the next. So initially I was going to pick a tier 2 for this next slot, but after seeing everyone's picks, I decided, you know, I'm going to wait on the tier 2 because everyone's already gunning for tier 2. So I know the next round people are going to be getting to tier 3s, and I wanted my tier 3s, so I skipped right to it. So and that's pro strats right there. When you're drafting, I decided to grab in our first tier 3 slot Flygon. So why Flygon? Because it's a really good dragon type, it's a really good ground type. Yes, it's quad weak to ice, but don't worry, we have some things to go with it. So I like Flygon. It's having a base 100 speed is really nice. I don't think that Flygon is going to I think Flygon just fits on our team, honestly. Let me look at it real quick. Let me pull it up. So basically, he's base 80 in everything except speed and attack, which is base 100. Really good. It like that point total is nothing to scoff at. It's really good, giving us 2 immunities as well with levitate and ground. So we're immune to both the ground typing, and we're immune to electric, which is really good. So moving on, then our next pick for the IBA, we did another another tier 3 mon. How this mon's in tier 3, yo, I have no idea. But since it's a good Pokemon to grab, so we grabbed, you know him, you love him. It is probably the biggest reason that we lost the INT Season 1 championships. It is Rotom-Mow. Yes, we are bringing Rotom Reflect from being our enemy to being our friend. Welcome to the team, Rotom-Mow. We were missing that grass type, we're missing an electric type, and Rotom-Mow does both perfectly. It's a great special attacker, really good speed, really decent defenses. Like, you can't go wrong with Rotom-Mow. Being as that is, Rotom, I don't necessarily know how to use Rotom to best yet, and that's where Q is going to come in. I'm going to talk to Q about it. He really likes this mon, so hopefully he can give me some pointers on it. But yeah, that's really everything to say there. So let's move on to the next. Okay, so after we picked our tier 3 mons, and I was really happy with the mons that we grabbed, definitely sniped some people, we decided to go back to tier 2 and finally grab our fairy type. So like I said before, I was trying to grab mons that I didn't use before. However, the stars aligned, the planets shifted in a way, and it was just destiny that we grabbed. You know her, you love her, it's your girl, the runner-up for the International Nexus Tournament and the current MVP of the Hawaiian Kommo-os Season 3 of the DTC. Misty the Mimikyu is coming home. So initially, I wanted to grab Alola Ninetales. It pairs really well with Gmax Lapras. However, it got scooped up really quickly, and my second pick was Sylveon. And just so you know, exactly after Ninetales, someone scooped up Sylveon, which is fine. So I was thinking, okay, so I'm grabbing Galarian Weezing, and wouldn't you know it, Gookie decided to grab Galarian Weezings on his wheel pick. That takes out all of our fairy opportunities, and that was the whole reason we skipped tier 2 to begin with. So yes, I'm really happy we got Mimikyu. I wasn't going for it, but you know, it was destiny for her to be in our team. So we got Mimikyu. Love her. She's gonna put in a lot of work like she does in everything and everything that she's a part of. But anyway, let's move on to the free picks. No, tier 4. This is tier 4 coming up next. Okay, so for our tier 4 pick, we were definitely missing a strong psychic type, and I know we were missing a good web setter, so we put those two together and we grabbed Orbeetle. Yes, Orbeetle is coming to the Hawaiian Kommo-os for season 2 of the IBA. I was watching it put in a lot of work on Q's team in 1.5. However, it's not Gmax, which is fine. I still think it's going to put in a lot of work. Most likely going to be focus sashed. I could mess around in the future and try other things out, but I definitely do think webs are very important here. But you know, we'll see. I like it. It really does help round out the team. And so next we'll be moving on to our free picks. So similar to before, I didn't know what to get for tier 5, and everyone is more focused on their free picks, so I decided to jump in as well. Now this, I had no idea what I was going to grab. Literally no idea. So after those first like 5 or 6 picks, I was just going on autopilot at this time. I was playing along with what was going on, seeing what other people were drafting, trying to flow with how my team could function. I think we scored a pretty good hitters here, guys. Not gonna lie. So for our first free agent pick, I was really debating between either getting Urshifu, the single blow versions, the dark type, because Q picked up the rapid strike, the water version. One for the thumbnails, but the other because it's a really cool mon. But you know, after talking about it, and you know, me and Q were actually in a video, not a video call, but like a voice call when all this was happening, just chit-chatting about it. And he told me, yo, if I want to win, I gotta go with my second pick, and that pick was Incineroar. So Incineroar, being the powerhouse that it is, really comes in to a bit. It has a really good role in our team, being an intimidator, being a decent defenses, and its attack is really good. Its speed could be better for sure, but it's so bulky, it doesn't really need it sometimes. And with Incineroar on the team, it gives us that psychic immunity. We were missing a very strong physical fire type, so I'm really glad we were able to snag this up. I know Incineroar was on top of other people's minds, so I'm really glad we were able to grab it. What else do I have to talk about with Incineroar? I mean, it's a good mon. Well, no matter what you see, it's a good mon. Okay, so let's move on to the next Pokemon. Again, another. I had no idea what to pick here. The slot was super open. The only thing I knew was I was missing a spinner. So I was looking through all the available spinners, and nothing really caught my eye. But then again, Q was like, "Yo, just grab Hitmonlee." I was like, "What do you mean, just grab Hitmonlee?" Hitmonlee is dope. I'm like, okay, I'll grab Hitmonlee. So I did, and I'm glad I listened to him. Unburdened Hitmonlee has been putting a lot of work in on our test runs. I'm really happy I scooped it up. Hitmonlee has really good, he has really good stats, and I wasn't expecting it, having a base 110 in special defense and a base 120 in attack. I'm like, what does this even mean? Its speed is also not bad. It's the fastest of the Hitmons, which is really great for us. And on top of that, I think it has the best ability out of the three. One can argue Hitmonlee's Intimidate is even better, but if we have some real shenanigans to help with Unburden, don't think we don't. Anyway, that was a lot of don'ts I just said. Whew, gotta tell I'm nervous. Alright, so I like Hitmonlee. I'm really glad Q pointed it out to us. We also sniped a few people, which was always fun. But anyway, moving on to our next free pick. I think after Hitmonlee, I went back to tier 5. So I know people are really focused on their free agents right now, and no one was really looking at tier 5, so I decided to double back again and get our tier 5 Mon finally. I knew I was missing a really good rock type. I needed a setter. I needed something that can really deal with it, and there was something perfect sitting in tier 5. So we scooped up Lycanroc Midnight. So yes, it is the slowest of the Lycanrocs, but it's the strongest of the Lycanrocs. It is really strong. Having a base 115 into attack, sure, Lycanroc Dusk has 2 points more in attack, but it has better HP stats. Its defenses are better. It's just a better overall Mon. Its speed's lower, which is, yes, it's unfortunate, but it makes it up. It makes up in very different ways. Trust me. So anyway, what do we think Lycanroc's going to put in a lot of work with? I think he's going to be a really great rock setter. I think we might take advantage of the no guard ability, and we'll see what we can do. I've never used Lycanroc Midnight in a playthrough before. I think it's gonna put in a lot of work. The rock typing is really strong, especially with a lot of flyers coming around. So yeah, I'm really glad we drafted it. Anyway, moving on to the next draft pick, number 10. So we're almost done. We're at number 10. So for this one, I initially drafted Cloyster. So the reason that I initially drafted Cloyster was because I thought it would pair really well with G-Max Lapras. Its Shell Smash ability plus the Aurora Veil really helps to set up a lot. However, the issue that I was having with Cloyster was that it took too long to get going. Like, by the time it was ready to actually put in a lot of work, it was either almost dead, or we didn't have the momentum enough to actually get its moves off effectively, or it just got hard walled. So we were allowed 48 hours after the draft completed to make any changes on our team, and I know I was missing a poison type. I know I was missing a very fast Mon, because up at this point all of our fastest Mon was Flygon at 100, and I really wanted a Mon that was faster than 100 speed. So I saw exactly the person that filled that shoes. So we snagged Miss Toxic herself, Salazzle. So Salazzle, being the powerhouse that it is, it has 117 into speed. It has a really high special attack. Let me see. It has a 111 special attack, 117 speed. The rest of its stats are pretty meh, but it's okay to be meh when you're that strong, I guess. Being able to toxic other poison and steel types is one of the best abilities that we can really do into this meta, now that, because steel types are really prevalent, and poison types are a lot of poison types are paired with water, which are the bulkiest of mons. Looking at you, Toxapex. So I'm really happy we were able to get that out. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else more to say about Salazzle. So let's move on to our last pick of the IBA draft league. This one was probably the hardest pick to make. I went back and forth with like 4 different mons. If I drop this, can I get that? If I drop this, can I get that? But all in all, I knew I was missing a normal type, and probably one of the best normal types was available. So I scooped up Indeedee female. Yes, we scooped up female Indeedee because it's just good. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Sure, it's slow at 85, but that's still above average. People really like Indeedee male, but Indeedee female works just as good. Like, honestly, it's the attack differences are 10 points, but it's 10 points higher in its defense stats, which means a lot, mind you. It has 70 base HP, which it's just really good and really bulky, and the attacks don't suffer that much. So I'm really glad we were able to scoop her up. Having the ability Psychic Surge really does a lot for our team as well, being able to nullify priority, so stopping our enemies from just poking with those quick kills. So I like this. Really helps. I'm still testing Indeedee, but all in all, I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So my overall thoughts on the draft league, I thought it was really great. We basically got every single mon that we wanted. Because, like, let's be honest, I may not have been gunning for Mimikyu, but I wanted Mimikyu. Like, I'm not saying I didn't want Mimikyu. Really happy that I was able to scoop that up. Incineroar, Hitmonlee, Salazzle, and Indeedee, I think it just rounds out my team, and I'm really happy about that. It gives me a lot of possibilities. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, you know, again, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to everyone in the IBA. I will leave everyone's link in the description down below. Yeah, that's a little daunting, but I'm up for it for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and let me know what you think of our team. I'm pretty stoked for it. I'm really excited to get the first week going. We'll be facing Gookie Gamer in week 1, so you don't want to miss that. But with that, ahuyo. We'll see you guys in the next video. Shoots!